BC Hydro says tonight that those dramatic increases in energy bills that some people are seeing are not necessarily connected to the newly installed smart meters. But the people who are getting those big bills say there can be no other explanation. And tonight, a woman who is used to paying just $48 per month and has seen her charges skyrocket to more than $600 says there can't be any other explanation for it. Joe Perkins joins us now with more on the story. Joe.
Yeah, Hudson, we've received a handful of calls and emails from customers confused and concerned their hydro bills have skyrocketed, and the only place they can think to point their collective finger is at the new smart meters.
There's my heater, and then I have one behind the couch.
Baseboard heaters are all Jeanette Wilkinson uses to heat her small apartment. Since her smart meter was installed in October, Jeanette's heating costs have soared.
When I received my hydro bill in February, early February, it was $232, which of course I was expecting around $80.
She called BC Hydro to complain and received a new bill, this one for $653. When she called again, she was in for a nasty surprise.
How did you come to the conclusion that my bill was $653? Well, that doesn't seem unreasonable for this time of year. She was not nice.
Wilkinson joins a growing list of disgruntled hydro customers who find themselves paying more after smart meters were installed on their homes. BC Hydro says the increase is typical of post-holiday bills.
I think it's important to recognize that there's a number of calls that happen at this time of the year that are significantly higher than at any other point in the year. We generally, post-Christmas, post some of the winter season, would see a spike each and every year in calls that would come to the call center with inquiries about high bills from, say, January through to March.
But the increase is only half the problem for Wilkinson. She's on disability and has a low fixed monthly income. She doesn't know what more she can do to lower her bills.
I don't have heat in the bedroom. I don't have heat in the bathroom. I don't use my oven. I use a toaster oven, and I vacuum once a week. So where is this coming from?
BC Hydro thinks they may have gotten to the bottom of Jeanette's bill.
It's possible that an outlet that might have been used as something that people were using for the construction.
Wilkinson paid $130 of the more than $600 bill. She thought that was reasonable.
This is really a struggle. They just treat people like who gives a crap?
BC Hydro says it has received more complaints from customers with the old meters than from customers with smart meters.
Still puzzling. As far as Jeanette Wilkinson is concerned, BC Hydro told us they plan to contact her today and will look into her bill if it is in fact a nearby construction site or something else that caused the spike in her bill. Then the corporation says it will fix the situation. 1.8 million meters, Hudson, are scheduled to be installed in BC by the end of the year. It's mandatory, and that's a bit of a concern when you hear people's stories like Jeanette's, but we'll stay on top of it and hopefully get to the bottom of what's causing these unusual spikes.
It doesn't really seem to make sense. I mean, it's not like it's 40 below. Electric heat is expensive generally, but not an increase like that.
It's confusing, and there's more than one person, so, I mean, we'll stay on top of it, but yeah, a little baffling.
All right, we will stay on it, Joe. Thank you.
You're welcome.